So hello guys, this is my new project, the meal app called Food Hunt. I have made this app that fetches the meals from the MealDB API. So let's get started with it. So basically you can see this is the home page of the project. We have this design and here this is the search bar. We can search for the next meal. Like if we search for chicken, there's this drop down comes of the recipes, like say if we search for egg, these are the recipes that come from the drop down from the egg. Here are the basic meals that come from the APIs. We can see when we hover, we can see the recipe, we can watch the tutorial on YouTube, or we can add this to favorite. These are the meal file cards, so let's add some of them to the favorites, like add to the favorite, add to the favorite, and add to the favorite, right? So we have a favorite page here. When we navigate to it, we can see those added to our favorites are here. And if you want to see the recipe, we go to the new page, which fetches again all the data. We can see those ingredients, we can see the recipe, we can see an image, and so we can, when we again go to the favorites page, we can remove them from favorites as well. You see, this is how it is. We can again see the recipe here, like that. So yeah, this is the basic app. So let's now start with the code structure. Yeah, so here we are with the code structure. You can see the code structure. We have three HTML pages actually: index.html, recipe.html, and favorites.html. We have a folder for all the JavaScript files. We have a folder for all the CSS files. We have a folder for all the images that we have used in the our app. And let's start with the index.html file. You can see this is the head. We have all the linked CSS and all the icons. We have this navbar section where we have the navbar images and logos and the link to move to different pages. And this is the search and meal section for the home page, where we can search for the meals, the search bar. And then we have the meal cards container, which contains all the meals list that we fetch from the API. So moving to the next page, that is favorites.html. Again we have the same navbar section, actually copy and pasted. Then we have the hero where the images of some, and then we have a meal cards container and the favorite list where all the favorite meals we have added to the list would be appearing. Then we have the recipe.html pages. Here again the same navbar, and in the main we have a image container which contains the image for the recipe name, and then with the text container which contains the ingredients and the recipe to make the meal. So moving on to the important JS file, we have the index.js file where we have get all the DOM elements by their IDs, like the search bar, the search input, meal cards container, and all. So we have various functions like adding them to favorites, where we add the JSON data of the meals that we get from the API to the favorite meals array. Then here we have the get favorites button, which fetches all the favorite meals from the local storage. And then we have the delete from storage function, which deletes it from the local storage. Then the add for search list function, which when at the pop-up or the drop down, we say when we search for a meal from the MealDB API. And then again we have the add to meals card function that searches the data from the MealDB API and added it to the meal cards, we can say from we see from the in the home page. Now we have the favorite.js page. Again we get the DOM elements by their ID, some simple functions like add list item to the card. So we create this HTML card component and add to the favorite list, so we can see it from the favorite pages. And there are the function to get favorites and delete favorites. Like again we go to the recipe.js file, again same, get the DOM element using their IDs. Again we have adding a meal to the DOM, we are creating a meal description instruction container, we are setting the ingredients array and are appending all them to the ingredients list or the recipe list. Simpler. Or one file for the main, the basic homepage CSS. We have one for the favorites page, and for the responsiveness we have one for the recipe page. We have for the nav bar. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.